This is a story that I've rarely told anyone, because it was legitimately the closest thing to a supernatural occurrence I've ever personally experienced, and it scares the shit out of me. I have a little brother. He's 3 years younger than me, and when I was in the 6th grade, we are home alone during the summertime and playing around as brothers do. Wrestling around, chasing each other around the house, etc. Nothing out of the ordinary. I ended up chasing him into our parents' room, and we were throwing stuff back and forth at each other, having a little fake war across the bed at each other. I don't know, man. Kid stuff. It popped into my head that it'd be funny to scare him by shutting off the lights. There were no windows in our parents' room, so with the lights off, it's pitch black except for whatever lights creep in from under the door. I retreat to the door and decide at the last second that it'd be funnier to leave the room, turning the light out as I passed and close the door behind me, leaving him in the darkness alone. Maybe scare him a bit? So I did. I shut the door behind me as I turned the light off and left the room, turning around to listen to him as he panicked and wanted me to come back in. But he didn't.
What are you doing?
I heard him say. Yes, he thinks I'm still in there, I guess. He didn't see me leave the room. I keep listening.
Jacob, what are you doing? You're freaking me out. Please stop.
That's odd. I wonder what he's talking about. I keep listening.
Jacob, I'm not joking. Get away from me and turn the light back on now, or I'm telling Mom that you scared me.
What the fuck? Get away from me? Did he just say get away from me? Laughing, I yell through the door to him. Dude, I'm not even in there. He screams loudly, like he's been stabbed or something. I mean, a blood-curdling scream. I freak the fuck out and try to open the door. It's locked. I didn't lock the fucking door. Why is it locked? Why is it locked? My little brother is still screaming, begging me to help him. Hurry, please! I'm panicking. I have no idea what to do. I'm like 13 years old and weigh 90 pounds. I can't bust this door down. My little brother is in trouble. I have to get to him. He stops screaming. I try the door handle again, and to my surprise, it opens effortlessly. It's unlocked. I open the door and turn on the light. I see my brother in the corner, crying. After some consoling and apologizing, I finally get him to explain what happened. He tells me that when I turned the lights out, his eyes hadn't adjusted to the light and it was just dark. After about 20 to 30 seconds, his eyes start to adjust, and from the little bit of light leaking in from under the door, he saw me standing in the corner with my back to him. When he asked what I was doing, I turned to him and started walking slowly across the room toward him. I kept coming until I was standing over him, looking down at him. He said he couldn't make out any features, just a dark figure with a shadowy face. He saw a hand extend out toward him and grab his shoulder. It was cold and very strong. It hurt him. When I opened the door and turned on the light, the figure was gone. It just wasn't there. I never saw anything myself. My brother is now 23 years old. I'm 26, and to this day, he won't talk about this event. We have friends who've heard the story through me and will tease him about it, and he simply leaves the room, refusing to acknowledge it. He's admitted to me that even almost 15 years later, he is bothered by what happened that day. He still has nightmares from time to time. He still doesn't have any explanation for what happened.